Okay, Mark, I want to share what the Washington Post says about Rosenstein agreeing to Trump's calls to investigate the FBI, investigate the investigators. Quote, the concession risks further politicization of the Justice Department business and also unavoidably lends credence to Trump's allegations. Trump can now credibly say the Justice Department is looking into political bias in the Russia investigation, which risks furthering his goal of undermining the entire investigation. And Rosenstein basically handed him that PR win without much actual evidence. Do you agree with that? Or is Rosenstein playing this smart and saying, yes, Mr. President, let's look into it? And if the answer is the FBI is completely clean, then the president loses that argument. If Rosenstein simply blocks him, then the president can push this, see, they're not letting me in, there's a deep state.
Well, I think it's both. I agree with what everyone else has said. The effort is to preserve his job. We know that Trump is lording over him as well as Mueller. He'd probably like to get rid of both of them. Then on the other hand, there may be a third rail in this. He is the president. He has demanded this information. But by demanding it, he is participating or endeavoring, which was the actual term used in one of Nixon's articles of impeachment.
Say it again?
Endeavoring. He is endeavoring to interfere with the work of the Department of Justice and the investigation that's going on. So from Rosenstein's point of view, it may be a win-win. He may be able to manipulate himself into a position where it looks like he's working with Trump and he keeps his job. But at the same time, Trump is still breaking the law. Even asking for it is a form potentially of obstruction. I have a legal question too, though. If this were a trial, you mentioned just going before a judge. The judge, of course, would say no. But if this were a trial, and we still haven't resolved whether or not you can indict a president, couldn't a lot of this information be requested or be handed over in discovery?
Some of it. And
okay.
I mean, this is getting a little inside baseball, but the short answer is yes, you get discovery, but some of it that relates to sort of, ongoing intelligence investigations and protecting sources. The government gets protective orders for that kind of information all the time with judges' blessings.
Right.
And so it depends on the nature of the information. You don't just turn over everything, even once a case is charged.